Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Friday, March the 7th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local market is set to open sharply lower with ASX futures off almost 0.9%. This follows another bout of heavy selling on Wall Street with stocks weighed down by uncertainty over US trade policy. The Nasdaq is down some 10% from its December closing level, marking a correction. The S&P 500 is down to a 4-month low. Stocks specifically, car maker General Motors fell further, along with Ford, despite an exemption on US tariffs. Tesla fell heavily, with brokerage Baird naming the EV car maker as a bearish fresh pick. Chipmaker Marvell plummeted after its results failed to impress investors, with revenue forecasts sparking concerns about spending on AI infrastructure. Other semiconductor makers were mixed. Broadcom managed to gain while Nvidia fell heavily. Retailer Kroger rose after forecasting annual same-store sales largely above estimates. Well, President Donald Trump has exempted goods from both Canada and Mexico under a North American trade pact for a month from the 25% tariffs that he had imposed earlier this week. This comes after he exempted car makers from the 25% tariffs he imposed on imports from Canada and Mexico. Meanwhile, in the latest read on US labour markets, weekly jobless claims fell to a seasonally adjusted 221,000, which was below economists' expectations. And the European Central Bank has cut its policy rates by 25 basis points, taking the deposit rate to 2.5% as widely expected. In its statement, it said monetary policy is becoming meaningfully less restrictive. And German bond yields have risen again after recording their biggest daily rise in more than 25 years in previous sessions, as the government plans for a vast spending package. Longer-dated US Treasury yields have risen as investors consider the latest details on Trump's tariffs. The yield on the 10-year rose 1.3 basis points to 4.28%, while the 2-year dipped 1.5 basis points to 3.97%. The Japanese yen and Swiss franc have advanced as investors turn increasingly risk-averse, which saw the US dollar continue its recent slide. The Aussie is at 63.3 US cents. And Bitcoin is trading down below 90,000 US dollars. Well, commodity prices are broadly higher, although oil remains under pressure amid global trade concerns. Brent closing below $70 a barrel. Copper has continued its recent ascent to be up 0.33%. Iron ore is up 0.7% at $100 US a tonne. And the gold price has eased slightly on profit taking, with the spot price at $2,912 an ounce. Locally today, we get household spending data for January, and among those stocks trading ex-dividend are Ampol, Aussie Broadband, Endeavour Group and Viva Energy. That is your day ahead. See you again on Monday.